Hello and welcome to my first video in quite a long time. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys kind of some of my process of the gifts I made for Christmas, and then at the end, just everything that I sewed. So the first thing on my list to sew was an apron. Here I'm just showing you some of the straps that I already ironed down. Honestly, aprons are pretty easy to sew, but I hate having to take the time to iron the straps, although it does really, help you get like a crisp line when sewing. And I don't know about anybody else, but whenever I sit down to sew, my bobbin is always either empty or I start sewing and then it runs out, and I never take the time to check. And in this moment, I was just thinking oh my gosh, this is a reminder to kind of slow down and just refill the bobbin to the max if I'm going to be using that color for a while. And this apron actually didn't take me that long to sew altogether, but it is really hard to do things with a child around. She wants my attention and she wants to touch the sewing machine, and I get it. But anyways, so this piece right here that I'm trying on is the bib piece, and I just wanted to make sure that it was wide enough because sometimes when I've made the apron before, I accidentally make it a little bit too small. And in this clip right here, if I look a little more frustrated, I definitely was more frustrated, after trying to get her to take a nap and then just giving up and throwing her on my back. We were both kind of hungry, so I had these graham crackers that I made. And then, surprise, surprise, I didn't get much done after that. And this was the second day, and we started off our day with her on my back because she really wanted to be held. And I always, throughout this whole week, tried to clean up in between each day, just because I find that just leaving a mess and it gets messier and messier, I don't want to do anything, and I just feel oh my gosh, overwhelmed, so much mess. So I put everything away that I was sewing, and I'm just taking out the pieces. And as you can see, I only got I think the skirt portion, I didn't sew it all together yet, but I had each piece separately. And then I had another apron in there that I actually started last Christmas, so a whole year ago. But being last Christmas, I was, only a few months postpartum, so it was a whole different situation that I was going through. But so I finally finished that first apron. This was pretty early on in the day because I only had to just sew the top and the bottom together pretty much. Well, I say pretty much, but I also had to sew the waistband and do this and that, but it came together really well. And I was actually really proud of this apron. I had made my apron that I always wear, what's it called, gingham black and white one, and I feel this one came out better than mine. And then I sewed another one, and here I am trying it on. I honestly tried on all the aprons just to be sure, everything was all good. And I forgot that Marcy had asked me to wear those Disney ears. And then right here, so I was putting it on and feeling the back, and I was oh no, I messed up the strap. And I got really, really frustrated with myself. And I was oh, I have to go redo this. But then I realized that it was just twisted. And I was okay, sometimes I get overly frustrated, about nothing. And here it is, nice and beautiful and all my hard work. And then I sewed another one. And this one was just opposite colors from the one before, the top and the bottom, separate colors. And then that was the end of the second day. And here's my third day, and I just wanted to show I do get dressed and I do get ready and do my makeup. And on this day, I plan to make some pillowcases, but I only got as far as cutting out the fabric and ironing it, and I actually had to go run some errands. So this is the fourth day. So the third day went by fast. This is the fourth day. And on the fourth day, I also didn't get much done, but I did iron all of the pieces and cut out like the rest of the pillowcase pieces. And this was already late at night, so the whole day passed. And so on this last day, I had to make a tie that I already attempted once, but I failed at. To start off the gifts, I made this little mini apron for my daughter Marcy to match my apron. And then I made this pouch for my boyfriend. And I made this other drawstring pouch and this little like business card holder for my brother-in-law. And then an apron I made, and I didn't show it because I already tried it on, a set of pillowcases, and another mini apron for my niece, and then another apron and another set of pillowcases. And this is a super cute half apron. I was so proud of this. And then this is another apron, but I already packaged it up. And another apron. And guess what? Another apron. And lastly, the tie. And the tie was actually super fun to make. I think I'm gonna try to make some more. But anyways, here's all my gifts packaged up, nice and beautiful under the tree. And I just wanted to say I am really thankful and grateful that I had the time to sit down and make all of these gifts. It's definitely something that I'll, try to continue doing. And I really enjoyed, trying out this. I mean, I've, known how to sew, but just, flexing the muscles. And I really hope you all take some inspiration from this and maybe make your Christmas gifts next year as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good time.